to my channel. Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm back. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Your Wish Fulfilled on YouTube, and I am actually going to be expounding a little bit on a post that I created on the community page of this channel about self-concept and how important it truly is. I know there are a few of the big YouTubers out here that speak in this community that kind of like crap on it a little bit, and it's fine. It's fine, okay? All of that stuff is there for a reason. So, but what I want to do, you guys, is I want you to see something really quick, okay? So I'm just going to read the post that I posted for those of you who may have missed it, okay? So this is from a member of a group on Facebook. It's a Neville Goddard Law of Assumption community. And it is from somebody who was able to manifest in their specific person or contact with their specific person after not having talked to them after, I think it was a year. Okay. So they posted, they said, please help. He called on Friday after a year of no contact, and I called him back after a few days. We became friends. I asked him to remove the third party as I was triggered to know that she is his girlfriend. They rebound. He said he gave her a hint, and it doesn't make any difference to her as she is going back to her hometown. So we are together, but my thinking is very toxic. I keep on thinking that he was with the third party, etc., and keep getting headaches and feeling like throwing up. I think that's what they mean by through. It's actually spelled throughout, but I think she meant like throwing up. I revised the previous situation, but it came back, and he accepted a few new things about the third party and him, though he says he has never loved anyone like me, but things got so toxic that he had to stop. I'm ruining again with my toxic thinking and feeling. Please help. So what this person is saying is they were able to successfully manifest contact in with their SP, but because they actually did not change their self-concept. Even though they manifested contact in with their SP, their shitty self-concept is now ruining the dynamic between her and her SP. This is why self-concept work is so fucking important, you guys, okay? Is it true that you need a solid self-concept in order to manifest in your SP? No, not necessarily. And at the same time, you want a solid self-concept so you're not constantly being triggered by, bullshit in the 3D, whatever may be popping off. And you know what? There were some comments by some of my YouTube watchers here who really get it. They commented things like, if this person had a solid self-concept in the first place, they wouldn't be manifesting third parties, they wouldn't be feeling triggered, they wouldn't be self-sabotaging, blah, 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 right? And that is absolutely 100% correct. This is why, while you are manifesting in contact with an SP or manifesting the up-leveling of your relationship with your SP or whatever it is you're doing, you definitely want to hit on that self-concept. Why do you want to do that? It really is kind of one of those, like, duh. It's a duh kind of thing. Like, don't you want to feel good about yourself? Don't you want it to feel natural that no matter what your SP is or is not doing, that you are fully, wholly unbothered by what your SP is or is not doing? Don't you want to be able to feel centered and grounded and on point, regardless of what's happening in the 3D? Of course you do, right? So this is why it is so important to hit up that self-concept. I don't know why people kind of crap on it. The only thing I can think of is working on your self-concept. It includes facing some fears, facing some internal dialogue that may be challenging. It also includes feeling the feelings that are uncomfortable to feel, okay? For those of you who are new to my channel, when I talk about a feeling state, okay, or Neville just would call it a state. When I talk about a feeling state, we're not just talking about emotion. A feeling state is a thought, or thought pattern or belief system, okay? It's your thinking that is charged by an emotion. And that emotion is the glue that holds that thinking or that belief system or that thought pattern in place. And I also just posted something about, what was it? Someone who had been doing all the techniques, and this was in the realm of finances, but they had been doing techniques for 15 years, doing all the things, and none of the things are working, and this is why, okay? It's because, first of all, that all a technique truly is just a way to control and or change your existing feeling state, which sometimes if the existing feeling state isn't strong, it's not deeply embedded and it hasn't been rooted, way back when, and there's not a lot embedded with it, sometimes, techniques can and do work very quickly if there is hardly any resistance to what you're doing. And I'm not saying that you have to dive deep, but if you've been doing techniques and nothing that you are doing is working, it's time to try something different. It's time to really delve into your self-concept, which includes feeling the feelings, okay? The way that, thinking and emotion are two different energies. This is where people are getting caught up. This is where I should say hung up. This is where people are getting stuck. Okay? There are two different energies at work when it comes to manifestation. You got thinking and then you got the emotion, and they are two completely different energies. What works with thinking does not work with emotion. If you want to clear the glue that is emotion, that is holding that thought pattern in place, you can't just flip it. Okay, that does work with thinking, that doesn't work with emotion. In order to clear away the emotion, you have to feel it out. You got to feel through it. Okay, I am going to be referencing my mentor. I have a mentor, you guys. Oh my gosh, he's awesome. His name is Brian D. Ridgeway. I'm currently in communication to see if I can get an external link to his breathing videos, because while you are allowing yourself to feel the feeling, it is detrimental that you are breathing through it. A lot of the times, because, that emotion gets stuck in your body, and a lot of us are not even breathing correctly, and it's because when you are breathing fully diaphragmatic breaths, then that is causing that emotion to want to come out and process. Well, a lot of us are unconsciously, because we don't want to feel the feelings, we are not allowing ourselves to breathe deeply. So look forward to that. I'm going to see if I can get an external link to his breathing process video. So while you are feeling the feelings that I teach here on this channel how to do that, you're able to breathe correctly through it. Okay. And, there's a lot more to breathing fully than just, processing challenging emotion or emotional trauma and stuff like that. Okay. So self-concept work. I have a video on this channel that talks about how to do self-concept work the way that I teach it. I will link it in the description box below. Yeah, it says part 1. I have never posted a part 2. Part 2 really is, though, it's kind of self-explanatory. Pretty much the same way that your self-concept got programmed to begin with is the same way that you reprogram it once you clear the old one out. Okay, you guys? I'm going to end it here. Love you guys so much. Be back very soon. Take care.